Hey everybody, it's Lon.TV, and we're taking a look today at the Anker Zolo Halo speaker. I like this thing because it is cheap, 20 bucks right now on Amazon, and it gives you the Amazon Echo experience in something that costs less than the Amazon Echo Dot does. And James, who works for us here on the channel, is about to head back to college, and he wanted to get an Echo device for his dorm room, and he found this to be a good alternative at only $20. That's delivered too. So we're going to be taking a closer look at this speaker and see how it works and how it interacts perhaps with other Echo devices in your home in just a second. But I do want to let you know, in the interest of full disclosure, that James paid for this with his own funds. All the opinions are going to be my own. Nobody is paying for this review, and no one has reviewed or approved what you're about to see before it was uploaded. So let's get into it now and see what 20 bucks buys you. So let's take a closer look now at the hardware. Not spectacular build quality here, but it's decent enough for the price point. It's all plastic. It's got rubber here on the top for your controls. And you can pair it up with the app that you download for it on Android or on iOS. We'll show you that in a few minutes. When you do that pairing, you put the speaker on your Wi-Fi. You can then connect it up with Amazon's Echo services to get the voice commands working. And then if you want to use it with your phone or tablet via Bluetooth, you push the Bluetooth button here at the top and pair it up with your phone like any other Bluetooth speaker. So you have kind of the best of both worlds. You can stream audio to it via Wi-Fi, or you can go in and go directly via Bluetooth. You can play a number of services, including Amazon's music service, Spotify if you have a premium account, iHeartRadio, and a few others. And I'll show you all of that when we get to the app. You have some basic controls here on the speaker itself. So right here is a play and pause button, volume up and down, Bluetooth, so you can enable or disable it just by pushing that. If you push here in the middle, you can trigger the device without uttering the A word. So that's an option you have available to you. If you want to mute the microphone, you just push that there, and that will mute everything for you. So everything seems to be pretty well laid out here in a very simple way. And a lot like the Echo Dot, you can run a separate speaker out if you want. So it has an auxiliary output here if you do want to plug in a better speaker, and your power goes in there. No battery on this one. It needs to be connected to power at all times. So let's take a look now and see how it works with voice commands. And we're going to start by seeing how it might interact with other Echo devices in your home. So what we've got on screen right here is an Echo Dot across the room, and the Zolo here on the desk with me, because I wanted to see what would happen if both devices picked up my trigger word. So let's do that right now. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 2:57 p.m.
So you can see the one across the room initially heard the trigger word, but then it tossed it back over to the speaker here. And one of the things that I saw on the Amazon reviews was that this feature wasn't working perhaps in an earlier firmware iteration, but just in our experimentation with it over the last day or so, it has been working fine. That if we get closer to that dot, the dot will take the command and disable the command on the Halo here, and vice versa. So far we haven't had any real collisions with our official Echo devices. Now this doesn't have the sophisticated far-field microphones that the Echo devices have, so we did find that sometimes you might have to trigger the trigger word a few extra times to get it to respond. We also found that you really should put a pause between the trigger word and your command because it doesn't seem to process things as quickly as the Echo Dot does. But if you pause after that trigger word, generally it was working fairly well. It even worked across the room here at a reasonable distance too. So by and large, if you were just looking for a very inexpensive alternative perhaps to one of the Amazon devices, this should do the trick. It just won't be as elegant all the time. And we found most of the commands you issue to an Echo device seem to work here. So I've got a Philips Hue lamp set up right now, and I can say, Alexa, turn off the couch lamp.
Okay.
And there you go, the lamp is off. We can also have the device play us some music. Alexa, play some 80s music.
Here's a station for 80s music, all 80s. From Amazon Music.
And there you go. You can see you can connect up with the Amazon Music services along with a few others that I'll show you here in just a second. And it seems like for the most part things are about the same as they would be with the official device. Couple things don't work though. Multi-room audio will not work along with your official Amazon Echo devices. It does support multi-room audio, but only with other Zolo speakers, so bear that in mind. It also does not support making calls that you can do on official Amazon devices. So that drop-in thing where you can just show up or listen in on one part of your house doesn't work here. You also can't make calls through Amazon's call services. But generally, everything else we've played with seems to work pretty well. Audio quality on here is louder than the Dot, but not fantastic. You are getting what you pay for here, so it is a rather tinny speaker. One reviewer on Amazon kind of compared it to a transistor radio. It's in that realm. It's not the best speaker here. It is quite tinny, but it is loud and carries across a room. So what you might want to do if you really want better fidelity is maybe plug in a speaker to the back of it, but it definitely sounds better than the Dot and certainly carries a lot further too. Now, just like every cheap speaker out there, it does have some speakerphone capabilities. And just to give you an idea as to how far the speaker is away from me here, we're going to now do an audio test of that microphone to see how it sounds. So here you go. This is what it sounds like. Not very good at all. Even though I'm right next to it here, it doesn't sound all that great. So if you are trying to make a call and you want to go across the room, I don't think it's going to be a very good calling experience. So here is the companion app for the speaker. Right now it's playing a live broadcast back from my local NPR station, and the speaker is actually playing this back independently. I quit the app earlier, took it right out of memory, and the speaker kept on going. So once you get it going on the phone, the speaker will be able to continue playing for you over Wi-Fi, so that was pretty cool. It supports a few other services here, including iHeartRadio, Spotify, Tidal, and Napster. I did find with Spotify you need a subscription to play back content from there. And of course you can use your Amazon Prime account with Amazon Music if you wish. And you can always just broadcast Bluetooth over to the speaker if you wish to have some other service play with it. So you do have some options there for playing back other music services. But other than that initial configuration, I don't think you're going to spend all that much time in the app. But it's nice to see you can get a few services to work with the speaker if you want outside of an Amazon account. So overall, I think it's a pretty good deal for 20 bucks. It sounds better than the Dot. It's not saying much, but it certainly does sound better and is louder. It does handle most of the echo commands that you might want to issue to it, and we found it to be a good alternative for the price point. So if you're looking to just get something quick and easy for a dorm room or whatever, this is probably something to consider because at 20 bucks, it's not a bad deal. The parent company here is Anker, who makes a lot of power products. We've looked at a few of their batteries and some of the other stuff that they've made here on the channel in the past. They're actually a pretty good company. They've got decent customer service in my experience, and I think you can't really go wrong with one of these things if you're looking to save a few bucks with an Echo-compatible device. Until next time, this is Lon.TV. Thanks for watching.
This channel is brought to you by the Lon.TV supporters, including gold-level supporters Chris Allegretta, the Four Guys with Quarters podcast, Tom Albrecht, Bill Reiner, and Kalyan Kumar. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to lon.tv/support to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe. Visit lon.tv/s.